Capitals Post-Game Live, presented by your DC area Acura dealer.
A huge 2 points for the Washington Capitals tonight as they come away with the win in the shootout in the second of a back-to-back, and this team never gave up all night long. As we welcome you into Capitals Post-Game Live, presented by our DC area Acura dealers, alongside Alan May. I'm Alexa Landestoy, and Alan, when you take a look at the stat sheet, the Capitals trailed 3-1 at the end of the first. They trailed 4-2 midway through the third period, but this team found a way to tie things up late, force overtime, and get it done in a shootout.
They kept pressing. They created high-danger opportunities. This was a black and blue game. When you look at the amount of players that were injured in this, it looked like they lost Sandin. It looked like they lost Oshie. It looked like they lost Wilson. It looked like they lost Jensen. But they just kept pressing forward. They didn't sit back. I feel like they played as this was an elimination game.
Yep.
And that paid off at the end of it. And really, in the first period, overpassing in high-danger areas. In this one, quick passes, no dusting off the puck. You got a pass, you shot the puck. And that's what paid off. Ovi's deflection, because Van Riemsdyk didn't play with the puck, off the pass from Strome. Wilson gets it from Backstrom, shoots it as soon as he gets it. That paid off, that mentality of getting to the net.
Yeah, this team feels that sense of urgency. They got to win these games, rack up the points right now, jumping the Buffalo Sabres now in the wild card standings. But while we're all catching our breath right now, let's take a look back at the thrilling overtime and the shootout of what this game was, putting on a show in front of the fans at Capital One Arena. In overtime, it was all the Sabres, Alan, at the beginning before the Capitals even got their chances.
Well, the Caps did a great job of shadowing their men. You know, Tage Thompson here does a delay move, but he takes himself to an odd angle, and Lindgren wasn't going to be beat on that one. Here on this penalty, TJ Oshie, that's 1,000% a trip to Dylan Cousins. The skate goes under the blade. They call it every time. If they're going to call the slash on Ovi on the stick, and then here it was the Ovi show in overtime. One-timer, goes a little bit wide, flies off the end of his stick. That one hits the tender. Then they get the puck on the rebound. So they go to overtime, and Kuznetsov, well, I don't know. I got a bedtime, but here he goes.
Over 30
waiting and waiting. Yeah, I can't keep track. So we have to slow that down, but that was awesome. The last time he went, he didn't score. And then TJ, when he sticks to his forehand, he scores pretty much every time. Bang! What an ankle breaker on that one. What a beautiful goal.
Yeah, and how about Charlie Lindgren? We were talking about he played a lot in the month of December. Not much in this new year, but on the second of a back-to-back, coming up huge in this game, making stops, and coming up big in the shootout as well.
Yeah, Tuck and Thompson, I thought they both went to their strong sides of their forehands, and I thought it played into Lindgren. They should have cut the other way, in my opinion, but he did a great job of keeping them to the outside, and tonight I thought he was exceptional when he had to be.
Well, I know last time the Capitals went to overtime, I was hoping to see Sandin out there. He was out there for that overtime power play. That was getting that feed to Ovi 3 in a row. That was nice to have that type of connection there.
Well, they were giving it up in this one, so he kept going to him for the one-timer. The other night, they had a power play opportunity, very similar. They didn't have a real shooter when you get it to Ovi like that, but they stayed two guys back, one guy high, and they allowed the lane for Sandin to go across every time.
Well, I guess that's what you say, too, when the grade 8 is back in the lineup. They missed him yesterday in New York. He gets back in the lineup here tonight, puts up his 37th of the season, 817th of his career. The grade 8 never seems to age, never seems to slow down, and always puts on a show for the fans.
One of our stats geeks says that's his 400th home goal at Capital One Arena. He scored goals I think at Navy, at the ballpark, at Nats Park.
Yep.
That was his 400th home goal.
We know he leads in road goals, but he's getting it done at home.
So he's only, I think he trails, Gretz and who else? Yager?
Yeah, maybe those two. Yeah, all right, we'll got to get Sean, our stats guy, on that. Yeah. All right, for now, let's welcome in Joe Beninati and Craig Laughlin for our bottom line thought. And Joe, you mentioned on the broadcast the Capitals with the huge early goal in the third, out shooting the Sabres at 9-0. The Sabres, they take that timeout. They come out to score, but the Capitals never seemed to waver and fought back late in this game.
Oh, that team was on a mission. You could tell Washington meant business in the third period and took the game over, took it by the throat locker. They had the momentum, and they were rewarded for one of the few instances this season where you've seen them take over a game and have some good fortune. The lights went on. Ukko-Pekka Luukkonen was solved, and the Caps were able to rally to win.
Yeah, and to me, one of the big reasons is, the veteran leadership of the Caps. I think they're going against one of the youngest teams in the National Hockey League. They haven't figured out how to hold on to leads and build on their leads. The Caps took advantage of that. They had them hemmed in. The start of the third period was terrific. The Dowd line dominated. those 3 guys should get the 3 stars. It should go Dowd, Protas, and Aubé-Kubel because they were tremendous. They shut down one of the best trios in the National Hockey League. It was a great way to finish this hockey game. What a win for this Caps team.
3 high-scoring games with the Sabres. This one especially entertaining, landing in the win column for Washington.
Yeah, whenever you guys put up the over-under when these two teams meet, you know it's over 8 or something like that when these type of teams meet. But, Alan, sometimes you always mention the Capitals got to slow down the game, play their game plan. It was a run-and-gun type of team, but they found a way late with those Ovi and Wilson.
They did. They got in their way. In the first period, you always expect the other team to have a surge. And Ovi, on this one, you see how Strome gets it. As soon as it goes up to Trevor Van Riemsdyk, he doesn't mess around with it. He shoots it, Ovi's in front, knocks it down. So this is a down deflection on this, but you've got to get to the front of the net to create these. A little confusion with Rasmus Sandin going across the front of the net, and then you see the same thing. All of a sudden, it goes the other way. The Caps are all back. So it's a huge save that creates this opportunity to get the puck down the ice. As the Caps get the puck deep, everyone's driving towards the front of the net. You get a puck retrieval. Great patience by Strome on this one. But Trevor Van Riemsdyk normally handles it 2 to 3 times. That one, he just makes sure he has it, takes a wrist shot that's workable for Ovechkin to get the deflection. And then here, great board work, 3 guys, and then this little cute sauce pass from Backy. And as soon as Wills gets it, he just pops it up top. You know, nothing in sight. You go top right. Great job by the big man. Yeah, late power play goal we saw yesterday when the Capitals pulled their netminder. They couldn't find one late, but here, Joe, 6-on-4, the Capitals found one in the back of the net.
Alexa, whenever Alex Ovechkin is on the ice and a manpower advantage, you have to honor him. You have to respect him. That opens everybody else up. Backstrom is going to find Wilson there point blank. Wonderful moment, and the deafening roar locker inside this arena when Tom tied it.
And only Nick Backstrom can make that pass. He made it between 3 different defenders right under the tape of Willie, and Willie made no mistake. That was the spot he had to shoot, even though the goalie lost his stick. That's where to put the puck, right over his catching mitt. Beautifully executed by the Caps.
All right, you guys were saying it on the broadcast. We were talking about it here, the importance of the 2 points tonight, Locker. You were talking about the veteran presence. How much do you think these guys are feeling that juice and looking to carry this momentum to try to find the hustle and find a way here?
Well, I think they're celebrating now, but they know what the task at hand is. I mean, you look at the games remaining, now 13. You know they're going to have to win at least 10 or 11 of them, I think, at least. So they've got to look forward to St. Louis. It's a game they should win, and we haven't seen a lot of back-to-back wins from this hockey team. This is the week they got to do it. They can't let themselves off the hook. They got to win against the Blues.
Alexa, we know the odds aren't in their favor, but they want to keep going as long as they can to make these games worthwhile and have some meaning, and they did that by rallying the way they did tonight.
Yeah, looking to string together some wins next up at home Friday against the St. Louis Blues. Gentlemen, great to have you back in the TV booth. Best in the business. Thank you, guys.
Thank you.
Thank
wear
you,
green. I know Joe will. I don't have a green suit. Do you,
yeah,
Mayday?
Wear green. Or else you'll get pinched, Alan.
I definitely don't have green.
All right, get your green wardrobe going. Thank you, guys. All right, the third member of our crew all night long, Al Koken, a few moments ago. He caught up with TJ Oshie.
Well, TJ, you guys came out flying in that third period. You get the goal, and then they come right back. That normally would be such a deflating thing. How did you guys overcome that?
I think we just stuck with our game, got right back at it. There's been times this year where we let in a couple tough ones and tough times, and we seemed to disappear a little bit. But tonight we kept fighting and found a way to get a really big 2 points for us in this point in the season.
I guess it's a little bit of an understatement to say that Alex Ovechkin means a lot to this power play, doesn't it?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, whether he's scoring or he's drawing a couple guys to him and giving me a chance to get open and score some goals. So, I mean, he's probably one of the most important power play guys in the whole league. So we missed him last night, but definitely happy to have him back tonight.
And right before Alex's 5-on-5 goal, Charlie Lindgren made a spectacular save. He seemed to be getting better and better as the game went on. That had to provide a great lift for you guys.
Absolutely. Chucky's a warrior in there for us. He's a warrior every day at practice and doesn't get a whole ton of looks lately, and stepped in and got a big 2 points for us. So sometimes it starts in your own end with your goaltender, and that can lead to offense on the other side.
Before I let you go, I got a comment on that shootout goal. We were waiting for some filth from you this year. That was a pretty filthy move there.
Yeah, I've been struggling a little bit lately. Not able to find kind of my mojo there in the shootouts, which I was pretty good at when I was younger. So it was nice to get that one. I shot against him, I think, earlier in the year and went 5-hole. So at least I have one guy guessing out there.
Osh, thanks very much. Great win for the team. Thank you.
Thanks, Al. See you guys.